Sexiest Grip is a musical trio formed from Chicago. They comprise of Rita, John, and Tyler. They've been on the grind for a while since 2018, and their first album dropped in 2019, which is what we're going to talk about. Like, I don't do any research. It's 2019, Heavy Handed has just dropped, and I lay awake gaming. I go on my Spotify to my Discover Weekly, and I see a song called Diamonds, and I get to listen. At first, I thought the song was downright obnoxious, and I did not like it. I didn't like anything about it. But then as I kept listening, a couple repeats here and there, and then I started to love the song, and then I checked out their whole album. Rita's voice is I would say not a lot of people, they might find it obnoxious. I did at first, but then I kind of grew to like it. It's very breathy, but it is very seductive and haunting, but also evil. John is really good on the keys there. He keeps the pace really well. He knows how to play them keys, what can I say? Good job, John. Tyler is good on the groove there. He keeps with the drums, he keeps hitting the bang, and he's good at it too. Good job, Tyler, as well. Now, let's talk about a few of the tracks on this sweet album. Alright, let's go over the track that started it all. Diamonds. Now, this track is pretty good, and it was good enough to get me to listen to the whole album, honestly. Let's just have a little listen. Itself is so good. The bass, the synth, it kind of makes you feel like you're on a merry-go-round in a way. You're just going around and around. The lyrics are making you spin. I'm trying not to sound like a loser or like a music connoisseur, but it's pretty good. Now for the track 24. This track is just downright haunting. It's kind of scary. It made me pee my pants, and I'm never gonna recover. The vocals in this track especially are so good. They're so good. It's like she is trying to hypnotize you and steal all your money, but in a cool way, but you wouldn't even know it. So yeah, that's pretty much what the track 24 is. So yeah, I'm only talking about 2 tracks on this album because I'm not cool enough to talk about the whole thing. You're just gonna check it out yourself, buddy. Sorry. But as for the next album, things get pretty evil and twisted and sickening even. But the next album is crazy. Let's just talk about it.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
She's British! So Arena is the album that really changes everything. The evolution of Pixel Grip is where this really starts off. Pixel Grip is now sexy, and even though there are kind of tones of it in the first album, this next album, they really hammered down on that shit. Dare I even say, just straight up slutty. This album is pretty slutty, it's pretty loose, it's straight up gross, but that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be a absolutely vile creature of just heinous acts, lustful acts, straight sinning. But that's the beauty of it, the grit, how just straight up dirty it is what I like about it. Hence why the title, the Sexiest Trio Alive. This album is absolutely sexy. It is a hooker with a broken heel. Okay, let's listen to it now. So yeah, this album is pretty in your face. It doesn't really care about you, or it doesn't really care about itself either. It just wants to make a bit of music and make you feel a certain type of way. Look, I don't blame you if you feel aroused, buddy. Okay, I was there too, maybe. I'm not gonna say. That's gross. But I would say if you were to listen to this album and you didn't know what track you wanted to listen to, I'd say Demon Chaser first. It is a good tone setter for the entirety of the album itself. It's just so dirty, it's so gross, it's colorful, so awesome. It's very seductive, very seducing. See, now I said sexy. But the bass in this track, it hits very, very hard. It's honestly like the only thing you can hear sometimes. Just the bass, Rita moaning, which is so cool. And of course I have to give props to Monet. They did a very good job on this track as well. The delivery on the vocals, very cool. Good job. Okay, next track. This track will make your balls quake. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. The bass is thumping. If it was playing at a club, I wouldn't be able to hear anyone, and also my ears would be bleeding and I'd die on the spot, dude. That's how good this track is. One of the biggest bangers on the entire album. Quite literally a banger. Like, it thumps, man. It thumps hard. What I hope Pixel Grip does more of, a lot more of, just going hard a lot. Just a lot of hard stuff. Harder on the keys, harder on the bass, harder on the drums. I want them to go all out, truly, because they have what it takes to just absolutely go fast, loud, and crazy. I do, of course, enjoy the quiet moments, which there are a few of those on this album, but not as much as the first. There is Double Vision, which is the last track, which is a very good track, and I do like it a lot. And I hope they find a good way to balance it out with having the fast techno, like synth pop, electronic stuff, and also having the slow and moody type of tracks. There aren't a lot of on this album, but that's okay. I don't really mind, but maybe next time they'll find a way to even it out in a cool way. As for the vocals and the lyrics, I think the song is just rebellious. Like, she talks about like burning down her landlord's house and stuff like that. You get the gist. Okay, that is Pixel Grip in a nutshell. Roughly, that is the whole discography they have. There was a album before, Arena, but it's basically just a bunch of demos that are in the album Arena anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I don't need to talk about that one. And yeah, that's really it. I don't have anything else to say. This video is an absolute mess, and I can't really speak English properly. Like and subscribe. Hey, like and subscribe. Okay. I got my point across, and yeah, that is Pixel Grip. Good job, you guys, on the path to success. I would say both albums are pretty good. They are easily 8 to 9s out of 10s. Nothing lower than that. My only gripe with Arena is, I think it's because I listened to the demo album beforehand, and I already pretty much knew all the tracks, or roughly how they're going to be played out. So I did get bored of it quicker than Heavy-Handed, but that's just because I was listening to the thing before it, which is whatever. But I hope the new album somehow combines both of these together, goes hard, heavy, and also adds its subtle and nicer moments. But we will see what they do. Good luck. God bless.